products have impressed over 8 million vapors worldwide. Vaporesso. Life beyond the ordinary. The official sponsors of the Northern Union Vape Show.
We want to be free to do what we want to do, and we want to get loaded, and we want to have a good time. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
In association with Big D Vapes.
Right, we are live and welcome to the Sunday edition of Northern Union Vape Show. I don't know why I said Sunday edition, there's no other editions, it's just a Sunday show. Today we have got our special guest, which is Kentucky Bill. We haven't got Big D because he's having a bit of family time, so hope you're well, brother, and we'll catch you up through the week. We have got our gentleman's handshake for our sponsor, Vaporesso, and that will be coming later on. So, I can't see you all because I've dropped down Zoom.
I can see you.
There you go. Hopefully Nightbot will pop in with links and everything to everybody and also to our special guest. So, how's everybody?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Good week?
Some grumble, yeah.
James, I know you've had a day.
Yeah, just a bit.
Been out in the garden in the sun.
What sun?
What sun? I don't know. I think it's been really warm today.
Yeah, it's been quite nice down here.
Yeah, it's been really, really warm. And hello to Ian in the chat. We'll go through chat first. I will, Steve, if you want to do it.
Right here then, let's see who we have got. Hooked on Funk, good evening, sir. All the way from the Netherlands. Kentucky Bill, all the way from the US of A. Oh, international. Simon 62. We've got, who else we've got? We've got Tony. All the way down. Graham Spires, good evening, sir. Graham Net Reality, good evening, sir. We've got Paul Anderson. Judge UK. Excuse me. Judge UK. Rollins Son Boy, if I pronounced that properly, hopefully. Scott Morrison, Lewis Fishing. Who else we got? Ryan Boyce. Good evening, sir. Who else we got? Ian. Hello, sir. Reedy. Good evening, sir. DE. Matthew Watson. Good evening. I think that's it for about now. I think all I can see.
Oh, we got. Have you popped it? You've done pop out, haven't you?
Yeah.
It doesn't show everybody.
In there and
no, I'm in normal chat.
All right, because I've got. Have you put said Albert Valentini, Brian Royce?
I'll skip past him. Mark H. Oh yeah.
Mark H. Best Sig Liquid.
Oh yeah. I'll skip past them lots. My old.
Pud Puffs is ghosting on his way home. Drive carefully.
Sorry about that, boys.
Grateful Ant. And there was someone else, Matthew Watson. Some new names in there that I've not seen before.
All right.
So,
good evening.
We have got a special guest. I have to clear this up first because everybody says he's from America. He's not, he's from Leicester. His name's Louis from Leicester. Really. He puts this American accent on all the time. Everybody thinks he's from America. He's not even from Kentucky. That's the other thing about it. So he's not from Kentucky. He's from Leicester. He's called Louis. So admit it, Ken, Bill.
I've been found out. Damn. Well, it's been a good ride. Thanks.
Yeah, it's been a few months.
Tuck my head between my legs and just.
Exactly. He's got that American accent down to a T, though, I've got to say.
Yeah. I've worked on it for years, you know. I've been working on this damn accent for 65 years.
Yeah. So what we all vaping on? We'll start off with Bill. What you on, brother?
Actually, believe it or not, I did go to Manchester High School. So, I mean.
There you go. There you go. So you are a man.
Like being there, you know. Well, I'll start out, but I am on, since I'm on this show, I'm on the Vaporesso Gin with the Creed on top. And in that, I've got banana nut bread. Everything is obviously a concoction of mine. I am on the Vindicator. And on top of that, I got the Squid Industries Chief King. And in that, I have some strawberry cheesecake. And I'm on the heavy hitter with the Asgard Mini. And in that, I have some apple pie. And I will throw it down to JP.
Thanks, Sam. Bill, welcome onto the show. I'm on the Broomheld on the Aegis 6 with my custom skin from Hooked on Funk. So if you go over to his site, check out some nice stuff on there. In that, I've got still on the Northern Union juice of the Caribbean cream from Les Picking. I'm on the Dead Rabbit feed too, on the Dreamer 1.5. And in that, I've been on Sue's Juice Dodo Berry. I only got that because Danny don't like it. Give me it. So that's me for tonight, and I'll pass it over to Steve.
Thank you, James. I am on the Vupu Argus GT with the Fat Rabbit on top. With...
I do like that mod.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I love it. It's my all-day mod at the moment. And then I've got some Raspberry Rampage from Vape Mail. It's not bad. I've got the Zeros with some Urban Avenue from Fresh Vape Co. And then finally, I've got the the Samoa from Series Vape, top of the GS Legend with my very funky skin from Hooked on Funk. Rather chuffed with that.
That's real good.
And inside of that, I've got some Typhon from Zeus Juice.
Well, Steve, that Fat Rabbit that you have on the one, if that thing stops working on you, can you still use it? Because in Dead Rabbit, so will it still work?
Yeah.
No,
give it the kiss of life, and then
yeah,
because they have a Dead Rabbit, right?
Yeah.
You know, so if it quits working, it just becomes a Dead Rabbit. So that thing has like 2 lives.
Yeah, well, it served you an heart attack, really.
Yeah. It's just coils getting for that. Can you? What coils have you got in, Steve?
I've got the. I don't know. Just got the Hell coils, which these are the H702, which are like, I think it's got on the back of there. I mean, it won't zoom in there, but there's a list there of probably about 8-9 mods. You know, tanks it'll go into. I mean, this when I first got the Fat Rabbit, I put some of this Typhon in it with one of these coils, and it lasted me 3 weeks. And that was using it all the time, every day. So they're pretty good coils.
Because I've got the Fat Rabbit, but I put a Baby Beast coil and it was shit. So I'll have to get some the original coils I thought were really nice, but the new ones are shit. The Baby Beast ones.
Vaporesso GT coils go in it as well, though.
Yeah, the Geek Vape, some of the mesh ones go in it as well. So I were gonna. Danny said to get some of them. I tell you what, we've got some trolls in tonight. Is it Sunday night troll night?
They've been on all.
I bring them out.
I must do.
I've noticed on a few of the shows this week, there's been absolutely tons of them in.
Yeah,
there's been loads. I think it was 3 Men in Vape Show, the UK Vape Show, that there was loads in. They were just piling in. So whoever the Nightbot was or the moderator was constantly trying to get rid of the fuckers.
Dees want to know what the flavour profile of Typhoon is.
Typhoon is, I think it's a raspberry lemon cookie. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that stuff.
So they just come up with like a nifty little name for it, huh?
Right, so I'm on the Vaporesso Gen with the GTX 22 tank, just because I couldn't be arsed wicking out up, which still leaks, but it's alright. And in that I've got some of the King Strawberry Jam, which we'll go through that later because that's a bargain. So that is on bargains. I'm also on the N.U.V.S with, don't know what I've got. Oh, some Fusion from 88 Vapes. I don't mind that one, actually.
They're not really that bad, though, are they, really?
No,
Considering.
they're all right for what they are. They're a budget juice. Do you know what I mean? For £1, if you're stuck and you need to use them, ones that I've got, they're all right. Like I say, the Fusion's probably the best one out of the ones that I've tried. But these are 18 milligram Nic salts. So, someone ban them. Ban them. There we go. Also, I'm on the Vaporesso Cross, X-Ross, Xerox, whatever you want to call it. And in that, I've got some Heisen Nic Salt in, which is a bit strange, is that one, because I thought Eisen, we were saying Eisen on it, was going to be like the Eisenberg, but apparently it's bubblegum. So I don't know. I don't really get that one. And that is me. That is me for tonight. Hopefully I don't have a bit of a Nic Salt out when I'm vaping too much, because I did that other day and got a bit dizzy. So yeah, so you've all had a good week. What have you been up to? Oh, good.
Work.
I know that feeling, mate.
And work.
Yeah, I've just been keeping an eye on the site and that, and just keeping things updated and all that sort of business. So I've been glued to a computer screen all week. So.
How's that going? How's the site going, Steve?
I'm getting get plenty of people going there and having a look at that, but no one's really buying at the moment. So I don't know if it's that time of the month where people are a bit skint or what. But yeah, I mean, it's only been open a week, so it's early days. So
yeah, no, that's only. But like I say, when you first got it, you've just got to spam it out all the time.
Yeah.
What is it we're saying? D says, Benny, have I had any juice from Juice Cabin? No, because I haven't been over at Juice Cabin because he's still on lockdown. So I haven't been in to see him, and I haven't been round. So that's why I have nothing new in, because James has got the new thingy, but he's brought some new. There you go.
Yeah, if he has anything out, he'll send it to Mick. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'd probably send it to Mick. Yeah. So yeah, I know he's got a couple. I've seen Vape Don't Sport. Paul McCartney's done 2 new hybrids from him, but I've not been for a while. Oh yeah, and while we're on, so if you may have noticed that Nightbot is spamming a link out for Little Bro, he's doing Sober October. So if you would, and you've got, I know everybody else has probably said this, but if you would give him some support, the link is there. Put £1 in, whatever you want to put in to support him, please go over and support him, because if you know Little Bro, it's probably going to be hard for him to do a month without a drink. And obviously Vaping Maniac is going to do a show with him in Speedos in between. So that should be a good show. So they're both going to be in Speedos. They're not sure what colour yet, but they are going to be doing a show in between, both sober, in some Speedos. So go over and support Little Bro, throw him a couple of quid, and let's see, I know he's already over what he wanted. I think he wanted 200 and he's over that. Let's see if we can get him a little bit more. So the link will be spammed out quite a lot in there. So please, if you just tap on it, drop him some money if you can afford. So yeah.
You really are thinking that telling somebody to go watch Mank and Speedos is going to get people to go to the site? Isn't that kind of like the opposite of what you would want to see? I mean, if you go, wear dark glasses. That's about all I can tell you.
Yeah, they're going to be in sparkly Speedos, apparently. Lizzie's saying.
Pink ones.
Some sparkly ones.
Might as well go carrying on. The guys are going to go and get in the bath with baked beans and some ice and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was going to be gold, but they're not going for gold. They're going for green sparkly. I think Mank's having pink.
So I take it. The other thing about it is what do you think? What I want to take bets on is Little Bro going to be drunker on October 31st or November 1st? Which day is he going to be?
I think he'll be drunk on the 30th. I think he'll be falling out of his chair. So I don't think he'll be able to understand the word he was saying, which would a bit like the other day where he started slurring a bit.
But what I'm saying is the day before the day before September 30th, right? Is he going to be drunker on September 30th or November 1st? Is it going to be like, well, this is it. I got to keep drinking as much as I can because I got a month where I can't. Or is he going to be going, wow, I waited a freaking month for this shit. I got to catch up.
Well, the thing is, he'll probably usually has vodka, doesn't he? So he probably won't be able to use it as a litre bottle of vodka and next that. Like, but I think he'll probably only have, if he's done a month without a drink, he'll probably only do a quarter of it and be on his back.
Yeah, so he may be drunker then because he's not in shape.
He's never going to go, what the fuck's this coming in my system?
Yeah, I reckon he'll do it though, because obviously it's that's sort of a good course and that, and I think he'll give it.
I am not wearing bloody pink.
Yeah, Monk's wearing.
I thought you were going to change your name to Vaping Maniac.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it changes.
Yeah, I heard that the other night somewhere. I might mention.
Yeah, that'll be September 30th. He'll be that drunk. He won't remember October.
It'll take him October to sober up, is what it is. You know, he won't be drinking, but he will still just try to get drunk enough that it rides out for 30 days.
yeah.
Are we just using that the mouthwash with alcohol in it, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you inject it though? I mean, is he just not drinking it, but can he still like hit it under the main vein, under the kneecap or something? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I like to say, I think when you get to the end of it on 1st of November, when you get there, it'll take, like, say, a quarter bottle and be like that.
Yep. I think in a lot of cases, we get ourselves into this stuff, and then all of a sudden, do you think that at some point in time, he's going to look up and think, why didn't I just go for a week?
Yeah, well, he's still going to pub, isn't he? He's still going over to, what is it? To club to play snooker and that, but that'll be hard when everybody else is having a beer.
Oh yeah, that's the hardest part. That's like smoking and hanging around a bunch of smokers and quitting. You know, that's the hardest. You know, when you're hanging around those people, that's why drug addicts never make it out, because they don't make new friends.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but like you say, nowadays pubs drafting alcohol-free beers at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Heineken's got one out, haven't they?
Yeah, but drinking
I know it's not the
alcoholic-free
same,
beer is, you know, like kissing your sister. It's there's nothing there.
Yeah. Well, I know the Budweiser one's supposed to be quite nice. The Carlsberg one, I think it's a Carlsberg do one. I think that's supposed to be all right. Do you remember when I tried it when I was a kid? I got pissed.
Right. What was the name of the one? Did you all have O'Doul's?
No.
Yeah, the first one ever over here that I remember was a beer called O'Doul's. And
right.
It was they never made an alcohol beer. They just made O'Doul's non-alcoholic, but it may have been made by like Budweiser or somebody like that, but they called it O'Doul's, and that was back 70s, late 70s maybe.
Well, there used to be one when I were at my. There used to be one when I was a kid. I can't remember. It used to have a little can. It had a black label on it, and I had some of that. I woke up. Yeah, it's there, mate. I woke up next day. I had a fucking right hangover. My head was banging and everything.
Was you in the cemetery with your trousers down at the same time?
What,
you
sober?
Had a placebo hangover.
That's usually piss, mate.
You had a placebo hangover. You couldn't have an actual hangover if you didn't drink alcohol. The worst hangover I ever had was they had a thing called Michelob Dry. Michelob Light Dry, I think it was, or something like that. And I drank, I went to a buddy's house. And I drank 2. And at this time, I was drinking 8, 10, 12 beers a day, easy, on just a work day or whatever, you know. And I went to his house, drank 2 of these damn things, and woke up with the worst freaking headache I've ever had in my life. I thought, I'll never drink that shit again.
Yeah. I did that with, when I was a kid, we used to have Skull. You won't have that, but we had Skull when I was a kid. Skull. And I got, so they brought out one called 1080. And I don't know if you ever tried it, boys, but fuck, mate, it was like tar. You poured it out, it was black. I was 17, I had 2 cans of that, I was on my back, I couldn't move. No.
Castlemine 4X and things like that you don't see anymore now.
Oh, mate, that were...
When I was drinking at school, we had a beer called Strohs, Strohs. And I had a bumper sticker on the back of my car that said, "Follow me, I'm on my way to Stroh party."
Oh, yeah, somewhat big. Because like I say, when you were a kid, you tried alt, didn't you? I got put off cider at 15 because I had a litre bottle of cider with my mate on New Year's Eve, and I couldn't get... For some reason, my mate had my bed, and I was in the sleeping bag. How the fuck does that work? And I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out in the sleeping bag, and I couldn't get out of it. Couldn't get in or out of it.
I remember when I was young, it was...
You must have managed to get in it for you to try and get out.
Well, it took me about 20 minutes to get in it, and then I couldn't get out of the fucker.
I think when I was like 17, 18, it was like Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Thunderbird.
Do you know what? Do you know what the MD actually stands for in that? It's not Mad Dog.
No.
Go on, what is it?
It's Morgan David, I believe it is.
All right.
Yeah. It's actually, everybody always just called it MD 2020 is what it says. And everybody called it Mad Dog. And it became Mad Dog 2020 to the point to where everybody knows it as Mad Dog 2020. If you told somebody I was drinking Morgan David 2020, they're like, what the hell's that? You know,
Yeah.
But everybody knows what Mad Dog 2020 is.
Yeah. See you later, Ian. Hope you have a good day tomorrow.
Yep.
Know you're up early.
Ian, take care. Thanks for the shout outs.
Full
You
moons in
and
the
Mike
house.
Bot.
Yeah, Mike, Big D's with his brother tonight. That's what he is. Had his brother over for the weekend, so he's having a bit of family time with his brother.
Yeah, he'd rather spend time with his brother than me.
Yeah. So we got Bill.
Yeah. So you're
Not
stuck
bad.
with me. Yeah. So
Yeah, thing is, Mad Dog were one of the first ones that did like the flavoured alcopops, wasn't it? That and Hooch.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that was sort of thing you didn't see for ages, you know, the 90s. Now they're back out, like, you know, like with a vengeance, Mooch.
Hooch, man, I remember that.
yeah, but Mooch is just pretty much depends on where you're from and who makes it. You know.
Oh no, it was called
Because-
Hooch. It was lemon. It was a lemon.
Yeah. Now here, Mooch is made by basically when I was in like a service or something, we just take and just pour we just take a big tub and just start pouring in alcohols, depending. I mean, if you had whiskey and you had vodka and you had some gin and rum and whatever else, you just pour them all in. And then you just take like big cans of pineapple juice or orange juice or Hawaiian punch or something like that, and pour all those cans in. And you just have a big conglomerate of shit. You just scoop down in, get you a cup and drink it. And it was called Hooch. And we always,
I could.
You ever sat inside the glass called #Rataz pissed?
Yeah. I could imagine, Bill. You know, like on, when you're watching these American films where they have the prom night, Bill will be there with vodka pouring it into punch, alcohol-free punch.
Yeah, always. Like I said, it was always. And then we had a guy. It was Canadian exchange deal, and he was over and he's like, hey, we'll go to my house. We'll have a big party outside. We'll set up a volleyball net. We'll have some moose milk. And it's like, what the hell is moose milk? And he's like, oh, you just take all of these. It's a Canadian thing. He was like, you just take all these clear liquors and you pour them in a big tub. And then you just get a bunch of ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and you put it in there with it. And then it puts a big foam on top of it. And then you drink that. And it's moose milk. And oh man, did that shit ever mess you up too? It was like a Long Island tea, but it had ice cream in it, you know, instead of a splash of Coke. Yeah.
Yeah. Never heard of that one. I'll have to try that one at Christmas.
We used to they had a shit called Funny Face. It's like Kool-Aid.
All
But
right.
it come in this big pack and it was pre-sweetened. And we would take in a blender and then pour in about half the blender of rum and then put in the Funny Face packet and then stuff the blender full of ice and then turn it on until it turned it into a slushy type thing. And we'd have Funny Face with rum. And that shit was good, but it would end up knocking you on your socks because we'd fill the blender half full of rum first.
Sounds like what they do at, what is it now, doesn't it, at Starbucks when you go for a Frappuccino? They put ice with milk.
I don't like. Who wants cold coffee? You know.
I think
And
Bunny's
not
got
like-
a thing for me at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, Bunny's dentist has. Quite likes you, James, for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit of a thing for you.
Yeah.
You got a superstar fan.
Aaron Stalker.
Yeah, but cold coffee is something I don't like.
I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee full stop, Bill.
I love coffee, but if it gets cold, I'll dump it out and get me another hot cup. I am not drinking iced coffee. I'm not drinking all this other shit. It's like, I've spent my entire life trying to make sure the pot was on so the coffee was hot. Why the hell would I start drinking it cold all of a sudden?
He likes his coffee like he likes his men black.
Yeah, and hot.
Well, that's what I'm playing, isn't it?
And a little creamy.
No, I when I get a frappuccino from Starbucks, it's a strawberries and cream because I don't like coffee. So Full Moon puts a frog in a blender, do Coolada and vodka.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we used to do frogs, but they were like the formaldehyde, and you did them in high school. You dissected a frog. That was one of the things you had to do in one of the classes. Oh, God, that smell. That's exactly what Budweiser beer tastes like to me, is formaldehyde. I swear it does.
I've got a bud. Hey, Pip Up. So we have got a giveaway later on. Like I say, it's from our sponsor Vaporesso, which Gentleman's Handshake. Yeah, gentleman. Oh, long time no see. Open the phones. No, not tonight, Terry.
They're open.
Mine's open, but you won't get through. So we will do that a bit later. We have got bargains. We've got a few bargains, and we've got some new shit. We've also, I was talking this over with boys. We're looking at a new feature, and what we're thinking of doing is doing like on Top Gear, where they get a whiteboard at the back, and we invite people on to do a reasonably priced RTA or RDA and do a thing on that. And we thought we'd open it up to the chat, maybe get some of them on and do it on like a weekly basis and have a leaderboard. Vic, I'm only joking. Ed, I'm only joking, mate. Just if you watch the show, they did say it'd be on Sunday show, but we're a bit lazy for doing that, to be honest with you. So much like our fucking work.
Yeah, we haven't got that much time,
Yeah, we don't have enough time to do all that shit.
Yeah, I golf on Tuesday and Thursdays. I haven't got that kind of time.
So yeah, I just thought I'd put that out, but we're not. So if you didn't know, Hooked on Funk, just if you've seen his Twitter, he has done me a what is it for ages?
A skin.
Yeah, he's done a skin. Yeah, he's called it Banana Gate. That's the ones. Yeah, he's done Banana Gate for us.
Yeah. Good.
If you go over on Instagram, it is #BananaGate.
I don't go on Instagram. I can't figure it out. I don't do
Instagram.
Do one for Graham? I don't do Twitter.
Is what?
Watermelon Man.
What?
Is he going to do one for Graham? Watermelon Man.
Watermelon Man, that's it. Watermelon Man for Graham, yeah, could do that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baron Benny's Banana Gate, that's what he's put. Yeah. Scott Morrison won giveaway on Vicks and Friends last week. 2 new tanks and mods on the way. That's all right. Can't go wrong at that. Can't go wrong at that.
We can share one with one of us.
Yeah.
Pick somebody, Scott.
Yeah, so he needs to do one for Graham. Watermelon Man. That's what you need to do for Graham.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go through some? We'll do bargains. Do you want to do some bargains, James?
Yeah, you can do.
I'll run the bumper. And now, from N.U.V.S, it's Bargains of the Week. And we're back.
All right.
Right, I'm going to screen share.
No, you're not, because I haven't enabled screen share.
I disabled it, so I can't do that.
There you go. You can now.
There we go. Oh, where am I looking? There. So I brought it up. I thought I'd bring this up with Hull City beating Leeds on penalty shootout earlier on in the week in the cup.
Yeah, we're just a cup though, mate. It was just a cup. They did beat
but the thing
Fulham
is, you're
yesterday.
a Premiership side that lose to a team that's 2 leagues down from you.
Yeah, mate, but they only put a crap team out. If you looked at team, it wasn't that good.
Still the name that went out. Right, straight away I'm on the e-cig one because they're doing the deals on the SX Minis. Starting with the G class, with the Haku Taku sub tank for £80.99 from £209.99. That's a right bargain there.
It's that T
The
class
T
that's
class-
bargain.
The T class for £49. I mean, that's even a bigger bargain. But like I said, the G class was more the popular one out of the two, wasn't it?
Yeah. The G class used to be 130 quid, didn't it?
I'm not sure because
It
I
says
can't
on there it was
stuff like that.
$209.
Yeah, they were about 130 quid.
Yeah.
But more or less half price on the Y class.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, that's for a mod, that's, you know, I realize it has a clock, but other than that, you know.
Over to new vaping. I'll get rid of that bloody wheel.
All right.
Spin the wheel.
Stuff. The drag 2 for $29.99. The version 2 of the Pulse for $39.99. I mean, that one's a decent one at the moment. The Watofu Profile RDTA for $23.99.
Yeah, if
That's
you watched
about
back last week, James did only show the front of Hooked on Funk's instruction page, not the actual product.
Yeah.
No, I've
Yeah.
actually put the link to the actual site itself.
Yeah.
Hi, Mick.
Yeah, it's more
Mick.
the M Pro 2 from Freemats for £20.99. I mean, that's a reasonably new out. Over onto Blazing's site, we've got the EVC's range, couple in the range for them, with the Dead Man's Tickle Pink, Killer Custard with salted caramel for £9.49.
Well, if you'd have been
That's what-
quick during the beginning of the week, it was a lot less than that.
Yeah.
It was.
So you
But
missed
even-
that.
About
even
50p.
for about just under a tenner type thing for 100 mils.
It was like £7.50. So if you'd have been quick, you could have gone on there and got that. But still, for the tenner's not bad.
Gone over to Drip Hacks because they're having a sale on their bottle shots. I mean, the one I've actually fancied trying is that cherry tobacco, but it don't give you a lot of information, that, you know, the flavour profile on it. But as you go further down to its lower end, you're seeing them at $6.99. But that's only the concentrated side of things. So $22.99 when it comes into a high nicotine level for mouth to lung in. Like I said, all these for $6.99, $8.99 further up. So, like I say, if you're going down the lines of wanting to learn to mix type thing, it's a good way to, you know, get your feet under, really. You know, just get the basics in. Some of that Benny brought up, Vape Maven with the Kings range, where it's 3 for 2 or 8 for 5, and each bottle is at $3.99.
Yeah, he's dropped his prices.
For 100 mils per bottle. I mean, the decent amount of numbers in there. I might have to forward that one on the cherry cola to my cousin with that one.
Yeah, honestly, there's some ones that I've had so far have not been that bad, to be honest with you.
And
So-
I think from chatting to him, I think they're bringing out another range later in the year, like a nice range. But it'd be under, I think, called the Matterhorn or something like that. So, but yeah, he's bringing out some more.
Yeah, there's one here for Graham.
Yeah, watermelon. Lee's won one of them. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not a bad range of juices for price. You can also go over to our sponsor on a Wednesday night, which is Best Sig Liquids. There's a discount code for there if you watch the Wednesday night show. Go over there and if you watch that back, there's a discount code. And he has some good liquids on there as well if you want to try, you know, some bottle shops and that. But yeah, for like I say, them ones on Kings, I can't fault it for price for $3.99 for 120ml. Well, 100ml premix. It's a bargain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you're getting that buy one get one free, buy two, and all that lot. You get 8 of them. It's about £20 for 800ml, isn't it?
800 mils of juice to vape. I'll tell you about the winter that.
And that says the apple pie is $3.99.
Yeah, if you want to go over and try Net Reality's apple pie over on Best Sig Liquids,
What's in here?
look for guest ones. Look under my name, Benny Vapes.
Yep.
It's not under
For-
Net, it's under Benny Vapes. Thank you very much.
Nets stuff, look under Benny.
And you'll find it there for $3.99 if you want to try that. So here's some good
If
bargains
we
there,
put it
James.
under Net's name, it would have been $112.99. So we put it under Benny's to get the price down.
Yeah. So we ain't got a bumper for. We'll have to get one for Steve's new shit.
Steve new shit.
New shit with Steve.
Right then. Let's have a look, see what we have got. We've got a few bits. Give me 2 seconds. Get myself a red eye. Come on, you bag of crap, computer. There we go. Right, so we have got the Drag Max.
Yeah, I like look at that, to be honest with you.
I don't.
You not?
No, because it's going to be like the same as the single battery version, where it's going to be aimed for teens, dodgy firing button, muted flavour from the coils.
Yeah.
Anything else, JP?
Load of pish, how the Scottish put it.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see what that comes out like. But I mean, looks wise, I quite like the look of it. But like I said, it's going to come out.
I've never had good luck with their coils. No, I haven't. I have to say, I had the U-Force tank and used their coils in it, and they never worked out for me.
That would have been all right if they actually did it as a 510 connector instead of a magnetic.
Are they going to make a 510 connection for it though? Well, they will do, won't they?
You would have thought, wouldn't you? They seem to be doing that and everything else now. So
Yeah, JP didn't like that drag, did you, mate?
No, I didn't.
Was it the pod you didn't like or the actual?
Full lot.
No.
The PNP coils weren't as bad. That's taking the PNP. So, yeah, I've been getting sent shit on the Aegis Hero. And the
That's
nice thing
fine.
about the Aegis Hero is you can get hooked on Funk to make you a custom skin for
Yeah.
the Aegis Hero because he does everything Aegis, So,
I mean,
That
from what I've seen of
stands
these,
for
I think
piss and
Mike,
pot.
I think Mike Vapes has done a review on this. I think. But
Yeah, I
it's
saw
one
that.
little ditty. It's only like a little. It's really quite small, but
That looks quite nice.
yeah, it is really dinky. But
if you water it, it turns into an Aegis Legend. It'll grow.
Start growing. The red one looks nice. I quite like the red one.
Yeah. The
yeah,
black one.
Yeah, probably. Like Mr. Anderson's saying that should have done a 510 on the device with a 510 holder in the box. Yeah, probably so for pod. But no, that I saw that here. It looks nice. So it takes all the boost coils as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
12 milliamp battery.
Although it's still got that damn fill port on the top of it. I wish they would come up with another way of filling those damn things.
Yeah,
Because
just
that
like
airlock on those are all really bad. The airlock, they need to find some way to vent those or do something so that you can fill them with juice without getting to the point to where you're a quarter of the way from the top and everything you keep trying to put in airlocks and comes back out.
Yeah.
You know what's going to make that look really nice? That a nice skin from Upton Funked on there.
That's what we were saying. He just said in chat that he will, as soon as he has it. He doesn't have it yet, but as soon as he gets it, he
But
will. start
like one thing Mike Vapes did say. Oh, is it on this one?
Yeah, it's the screen, isn't it?
It's the screen.
That's
Just-
the small
just
one there. You can't see it
Yeah.
on it.
Like he said, you got all that space just there.
Yeah.
You would have thought they would have. I don't know, but
Well, I guess they're figuring tiny mod, tiny screen. They were
Yeah.
trying to keep everything small to,
Yeah.
because they were thinking maybe it would look a little strange with a tiny mod with a big screen on it or something.
And apparently it's as light as an egg, apparently.
Oh, there you go.
Then
Lights
again,
on
it might be down to the actual firing button itself, because if you look onto the actual Aegis itself, there's a lot of space between the tank, tank across type thing. When you look at the pod system, it's the actual pod's actually behind the actual firing pin. So
Yeah, it's true. Just
because of
there.
that reason.
Paul said
And
if
the
you
thing about it is-
show it a picture of Liz, it'll grow to a legend.
Yeah.
It's tiny and a tiny screen. And Mike Vape should have loved that. That's matchy. He's he's into that shit. So
Next up from Geek Vape, we've got the Zeus Nano. I think it is Zeus Nano tank.
I saw that. Is it a stock coiler or is it a?
Let's have a look. See what
Is it
else
a
we've got.
rebuildable?
I think it might.
No, it's stock.
Ah, yeah, B series coil. Yeah, it's a stock coiler, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the B series. Is that like
Yeah, B
Boost?
series coil. Yeah, stock
the Boost
coil.
ones?
That's too bad. And then last week we got from Vandy Vape, we have got the Requiem.
That looks nice.
Now, I think that's El Mono Vape, but the way he's got that letter in there looks like El Mong Vape.
Monk.
El Mono Vapador. Not
I think it's
Vapor.
Spanish or Mexican or
Yes,
something.
Vapador. Yes.
But I think it looks quite smart. That does looks a dinky thing, doesn't it? It looks a bit.
It looks stubby.
Does, yeah. Did it show you a picture at deck?
It's an art. It's a mouth to lung thing as well. It's got direct lung also, doesn't it?
It looks a little bit like a nano. What is it? Done it? A N.U.V.S nano deck. What do you think?
Single coiler. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it looks quite small, but you can't. Looks kind of dinky though.
It comes with a beauty ring.
Nice bit of autumn there for Guidey Bops.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I love some Ultim. 15 mm and 22 mm. So it's a 22. Yeah, but it's a single coil. But I guess once you get down to about a 22, it's really hard to make a.
There's
dual
two
coil
editions. What's
22.
standard edition? Then what's next one down?
The TBD.
Oh, TPD edition. Right.
Trying to see what the difference is. I don't see that much difference, is there?
I don't see any difference.
Yeah, I
They
don't
both
see
say exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get.
Just wasting a bit of web space, trying to
I
fill a
guess
gap.
the TPD edition is, it's still, since it's 2 mil. What's the difference really if as long as it's not got a tank on
Oh,
it?
right.
It's got this product contains nicotine.
1 mil capacity.
How's it 1 mil capacity?
It must be a right little squidged up thing. You'd be constantly
Is
dripping
the
on
other
that.
one a 1 mil capacity too? It doesn't say, does it? On it.
No, I didn't say.
Odd.
1 mil.
It's got different air hoods. They're like a
Yeah,
car.
it's a dripper, so basically, drippers, you're going to be dripping a whole lot in anyhow.
Unless
so
you
it
stick it
really
into
doesn't
squonk mode or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Yeah,
got an
but in
810 and a
squonk
510.
mode- In squonk mode, you're still going to have whatever the capacity of your squonk bottle
Yeah.
is. Whatever rubber you're going to taste no matter what bottle you have.
Yeah. That flow tube.
Yeah, because they got a squonk pen down there on the bottom of it.
Yeah, just yeah, but yeah, it does look a right little stumpy little bugger there, doesn't
Just
it?
done it.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure about that. And that's all it from me.
Very good. I did see.
If they get that right, I bet there's going to be hell of a flavours of that.
Yeah. If it's only, it's only 15 mil, isn't it?
Yeah, Paul Anderson was asking, does it have a 510 cap and an 810 cap?
Yeah, it looks like it comes with two
looks like
caps.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like it comes with a third cap by the looks of it.
It's what?
Looks like it comes with a third cap. It looks like it's a really big, thick version. Something similar like the Valhalla.
All right.
The good thing is they're all Altum.
Yeah. I tell you what, I have seen that Vape are coming out with a new Mech Mod.
Yeah, I tried to look for that, but I couldn't seem to find it anyway.
It's only on. There's only 2 pictures that I've seen. One was on Vape Man Photos on Instagram, and the other one was on West Yorkshire Vapor. Ash has got one.
Oh, okay.
And he put a picture up of it. It does look nice. It does look very nice. They're testing it at the moment. They must be testers. So he bobbed a picture up, and yeah, it looks. Obviously, I don't not much more than a picture of it, but it does look good. So they're obviously bringing out a Mech Mod. How are you finding that heavy hitter, Bill?
I like it. A whole lot better than I like the Vindicator. To be honest with you, the Vindicator I still struggle with. The Vindicator, you have problems trying to get it. Sometimes you hit it. It's like playing vape roulette. You keep trying, and finally it hits. And so you never know when that one bullet's going to be in the chamber. You just keep spinning it, and then you hit it again, and you spin it, you hit it again. And with this thing, I have never had a problem with it at all. It hits every time, and I have never had it come off. I have never had any of the problems that I have seen some others have with it. I have never had any of them, and it's been a banging little mod for me. It's probably, I've had it for a couple of months now, and I've used it pretty much almost on a daily basis, and I don't have anything bad to say about the thing. I mean, to me, it does everything I want it to do.
I know everybody's saying it's quite nice. Like, I know everybody said that.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, for the price for a mech, it's real hard to beat.
They're about £60 here.
Yeah, and for a mech, that's pretty much unheard of, especially for one that hits as well as that one does and is built as well as that one is. It's just it's a real good mech. I mean, but I've pretty much had the Asgard Mini on it almost the entire time. I've hit it with a couple other things on it, but this just looks so damn good.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to take it off of there.
So we'll delve into a bit of Bill now. Obviously, I did.
Let me turn the fan on first.
He's going.
It's getting toasty.
He's off.
Yeah, he's here.
He's back.
He was
back.
Just turning the fan on. I just had to pull the chain. I had to pull my chain.
So, Bill, we know where you're on. Where can we find you normally?
Usually Tate's Creek on Tuesday and Thursdays, unless we're playing over at Picadome, and then sometimes we play Lakeside.
What shows? We'll go into that in a minute. So, what shows you on?
Well, I am on with Mick on Sunday nights on the Late Night Vape Show. I am on the Face for Radio show on Monday nights. Right at the moment, I have a stand-in named Net Reality, and I was hoping that'd go okay. We did last week's show, and I'm thinking if this don't work out, then I'm just going to give him a can, and just get Mick back on, because Net's just not really holding up that well. And then on Wednesday nights, I'm on this guy's, I can't think of his name right now. It's a mixing show, and I'm on with, Benny Vapes.
That's the one, yeah.
Mixing with Benny and friends.
Yeah.
And we have a hoot on that show. I love that show. That one's, it is, they have a thing here when they have the Kentucky Derby, they call it the world's fastest 2 minutes, because that's about what time it takes the horses to run around there. That show is almost like the world's fastest 90 minutes. It seems like we started and it's over.
Yeah.
And so that gives you a real good idea as to how fun that show is.
Yeah.
The chat, the people in chat, the show, just everything that works about it, it all seems to just mesh real well together. Which is the same thing on the Late Night Vape Show. It's a similar situation. Usually it's just a good. And usually on the Face for Radio show, but last week it took forever.
So also, we obviously know that hashtag Bill's wrong,
Yeah.
which
Hey,
goes
unless
around.
your proper coils. I do have, this here, and proper vote. It's his handwriting. I had it tested. It says hashtag Bill's always right. So,
Yeah, it's a fake. It's a fake. I got some proper coils. I got some proper coils. I bought some, and that came with the same thing on the back of the card. Little personal message. I thought that was really nice.
did it say hashtag Bill's always right?
No, mate, no. So also, we know that you like a bit of golfing.
Yes, I do. And,
How long have you been golfing?
oh,
Is it a
shit, I
retirement
started-
thing, or were you doing it before?
I've
or-
been golfing probably, let's see, about 45 years, I guess, off and on. Yeah. I had the bug real bad back in the 70s, kind of got away from it for, a few years, got back into it in the 90s, probably for about 10 or 15 years, kind of got away from it for a couple years, and then back into it probably about 10 years ago. And I'm,
So you did it in the 70s when everybody in the 70s were wearing the golf stuff. That's what you went in it for, wasn't it?
well, yeah, sure. No, basically what happened is I was in Misawa, Japan, and we were on a third shift. It's like 11 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. And we did this stupid 2-2-2-80 shift. We'd work 2 days, 2 eves, 2 mids, and then we'd have 3 days off. Well, we were on our 2 mids, getting ready for our 3 days off. We were getting off at 7 o'clock that morning after being awake all night. The guy came around that loved golf. He had a couple uncles that were on the pro tour. And he's like, hey, you guys want to go golfing after we get done? We're all looking at him like he's freaking crazy, And basically, he was like, well, you guys will like it. He said, what we'll do is we'll get a couple cases of beer. We'll go, oh, all right, I'm in. As soon as he threw in a couple of cases of beer, that was it. We all headed for the course thinking this is just going to be a drink fest. We're going out to play this golf thing, but it's a drink fest. I went and did it, loved it. Next thing I know, I traded a reel to reel. They used to have tape players that were like 7.5-inch reels on each side for, music shit you could get. 3.5 hours of music on them. I traded a reel-to-reel player for a bag, clubs, shoes, cart, the whole 9 yards, And the next thing I know, I'm off and golfing, and that was it. Like I said, once I got the bug, it was Katie bar the door,
Yeah, that's where he wears these stripy checked like Adidas top.
And see, the thing is here, the ironic part about it here, the golf pants that you all call short somethings, or I don't know, you all call them half pants or half shorts or something. Yeah, here, ironically enough, those are called knickers, which over there is actually underwear.
It's ladies' underwear.
Yeah, right, ladies' underwear. Well, here, when you go onto a site in the U.S. and you put in golf knickers, those pants come up.
Right.
And, so that's, I never actually owned a pair of knickers, not the golf pants at least. I've owned the others, but not golf pants.
I'm guessing that comes from knickerbockers, doesn't it? Because knickerbockers were what they used in like 16th century with tied at the bottom, which were like like a pantaloon sort of thing.
Yeah, and that's, basically that's what what they're called here is knickers, And
so you do your golf. You also was in the Navy for a little while, wasn't you?
8 years. I spent in there. Basically, and like I said before, I ended up taking up golf. Even though I was in the Navy for 8 years, I only spent like 90 days on board a ship because the job I did, I worked with computers back in the 70s, believe it or not. And at that time, you had a computer that would be bigger than your freaking house now that wouldn't do as much as your cell phone will, and you couldn't put that on a ship. First off is it would take up so much space and you're limited. You're sleeping in bunks that are 2 inches apart as it is on the damn thing. And the other thing is they could not take a power hit. If the power slightly dipped, that thing would just go down and then it would take you, hours to get it back up. It wasn't one of those where you just pressed the power button and the thing just started back up. To start the damn thing took ages.
Yeah.
It was all on the binary system with the lights and it coming up and, all the shit that you had to do.
It had them big fuse bulbs that you had on your TV. That's what you worked on, wasn't it?
Yeah. We had those. we had the whole 9 yards, and it was basically, as it just didn't happen. But during the early 80s and about 80, 81, Iran had taken the embassy, the U.S. embassy, and they had the hostages over on Iran. During that time, I was on the USS Independence, floating around out in the middle of the Indian Ocean in circles, until they released them. And when they released them, they released us and let us go back to our normal job.
So what you're telling me really is that's where you got your reel-to-reel tape recorder, wasn't it? You didn't buy it. You pinched it off at deck, didn't you? Really?
No, actually, the reel-to-reel tape recorder I was stationed in Japan for 2 tours. I was in Okinawa, Japan for 18 months, and I was in mainland Japan up in the
Is
south.
that not where, what is it, Karate Kid's from?
Yeah.
Okinawa?
Oh, yeah.
Okinawa, that's where Mr. Miyagi's from.
Yeah. But over there in the 70s, Pioneer, Sansui, all of those were Japanese companies. So you could get all of the stuff for a lot less if you were in Japan. And I was stationed over there. So, I mean, I had all kinds of, I had amps and turntables and speakers. And I mean, I had setups from hell. I had 500 and some albums, and I had them all alphabetized in an order and everything. I was a little anal with that stuff at the time, but.
Graham says you were also in the YMCA.
No, I can do the YMCA because that was the see, Blazin knows it.
Yeah,
that was the village people who had a Navy guy in it, so you had to be a fan.
So that's why you decided to come out and join YMCA, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that's the reason that I buy stuff from Squid Industries, because Squids, that's basically what everybody in the military over here in the Army, it's ground pounders, and the Marines are jarheads, and the Air Force is flyboys, and the Navy is squids. So Squid Industries, that's where he got his name from, was because he was in the Navy also. So
right,
I have a few. I have the Peacemaker and a couple of those from Squid Industries because hey, it's got to be good. It was built by a squid.
Yeah, Liz was just saying I was like a little kid then when you said you were in Okinawa. Yeah. One of my favourite. I went to see that pictures with one of my uncles when I was 13, 14. And then I've just watched Cobra Kai. Oh, mate.
I know, I would have left that open fucking hell.
Oh, mate, it was great. And then the thing is, right, halfway through that, when they sat in the car, they played I Am Your Man, and I bought that on 12-inch for my first ever girlfriend.
Oh, I am your man. How old were you?
16.
So you were a man at 16. All right.
Oh, well, you thought you were, weren't you? At 6? Well, 15. I was with her 15. I was 15 till I was 16. Whatever the year. But yeah, that came on.
It's still hard to look in chat and see the words "Little Bro Vape Sober," and then the next line down says October, but it says the words "Little Bro Vape Sober." I don't know that. Isn't that like an oxymoron?
Well, you can have. I could have put ish because you can do you can do sober-ish October if you want. Apparently. So, but yeah, it's all for Macmillan. Is that? So yeah, so you were in the Navy. Yeah, it is the only time I give it. Well, no, it's a lie. Is that I give it 4 times?
Yeah, so it's 48 inches.
So you were in the Navy, and then obviously you come up. But you're not originally from Kentucky, are you, Bill?
No, I'm actually from Ohio, Gozaimasu, which is Japanese for good morning. But no, I was born and raised in Ohio. I grew up in Ohio, just north of Kentucky, and right across the river. Basically, I grew up in southern Ohio, right on the river, and then if you swam across the river, you were in Kentucky. But I grew up there until I went in the Navy. I was 18. I moved to Columbus, and I was up there for the summer, and then I decided to join the Navy, and then I went to, basically Okinawa and Japan and Florida and Virginia and, a few other odds and end places all over the damn place. And then when I got out, I was married. I lived down in Virginia Beach for a while. Then I got divorced, and I came back up. My mom had moved to Kentucky, and I just ended up coming back up to Kentucky and ended up migrating. I was either going to go to work in Cincinnati somewhere and find something, or Lexington, because there were two cities that were about 60 miles from where I was. Turns out I found a job in Lexington before I found one in Cincinnati, so I ended up here. I've been here since '84, I guess. So I've actually lived in Kentucky for about 35, 36 years.
So do you know Colonel Saunders?
No, I don't.
Well, that's no
Kendall
good, is it?
Saunders. Oh, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Saunders, yeah, Sanders, whatever you want to call him, yeah.
Kendall Saunders. I was trying to think of who the hell Kendall Saunders was. But Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Saunders.
You went all Bobo on me there
Yeah.
for a minute.
The good old Colonel finger
I
looking
used
good.
to hang with him all the time. We golf together, and we go out drinking and shit. But now, actually, believe it or not, when I was in Virginia, ironically enough, right after I got out of the Navy, I went to work for a place building Sears stores in the mall for a little while, just because I didn't want to get something serious, and it was a temp thing. Then I got done with that, and I hired on with Kentucky Fried Chicken as a manager of one of their stores. So I managed the Kentucky Fried Chicken in Virginia for a couple of years. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Full Moon Cincinnati chili's not bad. I mean, I'm not a huge chili fan. They got Gold Star, and then you've got the other one that's up there that they do a lot with it. I can't think of right off the top of my head, but I'm not a huge chili guy.
Is it a chili as in like a Mexican chili, or?
No, it's basically just a Cincinnati chili. It's the only thing is like when I first came down here, they had a place called Brookins that's here in Lexington, and they put spaghetti in theirs, and they all were like, if you don't have spaghetti in your chili, it's not chili. Well, I'm like, I don't put spaghetti in chili. Who the hell puts spaghetti in chili? Well, they're down here, they do. And personally, no, I don't like.
If you put spaghetti in a chili, it's a spaghetti bolognese in it.
Yeah, to me, it's not chili anymore, and it's, but they do, and it's just one of those weird things about this area. They put spaghetti in chili, and that you don't put spaghetti in it, they are like, that's not chili. What the hell's that?
Yeah, it's a bit strange that, because if you have spaghetti, I can't even say it, spaghetti with chili, it'd be a spicy bolognese, wouldn't it?
Yep, here they call it chili. I call it nasty.
Yeah. Right, so we'll do us first giveaway. So what you can win?
Bring an American on, and you always end up talking about food.
Yeah, talking about food. I was watching on Netflix the barbecue challenge thing that they have on there. Watching them doing all those steaming type thing. Is it the sort of thing that you're into as well?
Yeah. No.
America seems very big on the barbecue side of things.
Yeah, barbecue's not. I'm not a huge barbecue fan, and don't worry, Liz. I won't tell Bill that you weren't some. Your secret's safe with me. Barbecue wise, I'm not. I like basically. That there's a difference there also, because here, if somebody says, I'm going to go barbecue, then that means they're going to go cook on the grill. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have barbecue sauce on it. They're just call that barbecuing, and then but as far as like, we have a lot of barbecue places that, make and mix and, do dry rubs and this, that, and the other. We have one here in town called Sonny's that everybody rants and raves about. I really am not a big fan. To me, they'll give you sauce, but they put it on the side. I'm like, no, I want it cooked, on it. No, you don't cook it on it. If you want the sauce, we'll give you certain ones and you just squirt it on or pour it on or whatever else. And I'm like, no, if you're going to make it, you cook it on there. I don't think and that's what they just don't do. A lot of places here, they cook the ribs up and they give you the sauce on the side.
I thought it was supposed to be marinated in it.
No, a lot of places here do, and some don't. And then you've got different ones where, like, if you go to Carolina, they've got like a vinegar-based deal. They take a big, what looks like a freaking mop, to be honest with you, and they dip it in this shit and they slosh it all over them while they're cooking. And to me, it's got to have a little thickness to it. I'm more of a Kansas City kind of, barbecue thing. It depends on the areas you're at.
Yeah, that's what Full Moon was saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Liz has already stuck a thumb up. Don't know why she stuck a thumb up, but... Right, so we will do a giveaway. What you will win is that and that for the first one. So that's what you can win. Courtesy of our sponsor, Vaporesso.
What was the thing on the left? What was the little
It's a
bag?
pouch for it. It's a carry pouch.
Oh, okay. Carry pouch. All right.
Yeah. It's like a...
One of these things I've still haven't managed to
So a lanyard.
squeeze it in there somehow. I don't know. It's,
A lanyard. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So the rules are, if you won last week, you cannot enter. So don't enter. Please, I think I went JD and someone else last week.
And if you are from the UK but claim to be from Kentucky all this time, you still can't win because then you still have to keep the facade going. And if you enter and give them a UK address, they realize you're not actually
don't ship to Leicester.
So that is a carry pouch, and that is the X-Rox, Cirox, Cross, whatever you want to call it. And the keyword is for this one. Type it once, all lowercase. If you type that in, that would be fantastic if you would like to win these. And I will get these out as soon as possible. It might take me a week, it might take me 2 weeks.
Yeah. If it hasn't been blocked, we'll be all right. So
It should be up.
it showed up. Yeah, it did show up. Yeah. And I'm thinking, if you're going to put money on it, put your money on Liz. I think that's probably from what I've been reading, so far.
Yeah. So yeah, put that in and we'll see. Like I say, it might take me a little while to get out because I'm not the quickest. It's just passing a post office. I don't always have time.
That had to hurt. Net Reality had to type Bill.
Yeah.
And didn't get to put something after it like is an idiot or is wrong. That's what you should have done. You should have put hashtag Bill's wrong. That would have been.
Yeah.
Will it do hashtags?
I don't know. I've never tried. I'm only just getting used to doing, what is it? doing Nightbot. Doing
Keyword
that.
should have been Liz. Paul Anderson says. Liz wins. That's what it should have been. All lower caps.
Yeah. Yeah, all lower letters, small letters.
Yes, tiny.
Tiny letters, if you would. So, what else have we seen? What else this week? Blazing, been up, like we talked about your site. Have you got everything sorted out on there?
Yeah, it's just a couple of bits left to do on it, but only little minor things because obviously I get all the information sent over, so then sometimes we just to go in there and make sure.
Get him.
If you click on any of the juices that we click on the icon, the right picture pops up. But apart from that, it's all near enough done now. So yeah, it's all looking good. Just need the money to start rolling in now.
Yeah. Oh. The thing is, you've got to keep just plugging it out, haven't you? That's what I say. Just plug it out there, get it out there.
Yeah, I mean,
that's for Bill's old golf tees, is what it is. What you need, Blazing, is you need to put them all in lockdowns again and make them shut down all the shops, and then your site will start getting more. So you should be sitting there every night before you go to bed saying your little prayer that they lock all the shops down again, so that your site will kick up a little because people can't go to a shop.
I think obviously because the main trouble is it's there's that many out there. It's just trying to get yourself known.
I mean, yeah, there's just tons. If you type in anything, you just get bombarded with different places, and it's real hard to get your name.
Obviously, yeah, because you've got EC1 and places like that, and Flawless and Evolution. They're the big boys, but
you're jumping into a shark's pond. Basically, it's a little bitty pond, and there's a lot of sharks in the sun.
Yeah. Right, we'll roll this one. So I will roll it.
Rolling.
Roll it, and the winner is Jad UK.
Well done, Jad.
Jad UK has won the giveaway. Congrats, Jad.
So if you email me at...
Now, he's probably not really from the UK. He's probably from Kentucky, but just claims to be from the UK all this time.
Yeah.
Either that or Jad UK is actually Liz in disguise. She just used somebody else's name.
If you can email me there, if you can do that for me, please, that would be fantastic. I will get that out as soon as I can.
Why did you have to put the 10 at the end of that name? Did somebody
Do you know why?
Vapes 9?
Do you know why? Yeah, because it won't let me do all else.
Yeah, I know. I mean, don't you just love that? You go on to try to get something, and online has been around for so long now that when you type in a name for an email or for a site or something like that, it always comes back and tells you that one's taken. Try this, and you're like, fuck, how am I going to remember that? How about this? And they're like, no, that one's taken. Try this. You know,
I couldn't have it on Twitter. Twitter was the same. I couldn't have Benny Vapes because there's already a Benny Vapes on there.
Yeah, and you're thinking, who the hell is it and where are they? And I think with those names and shit, you figure it's a problem we have now, and the internet's only been around, 20 odd years, 30 years. And think of it, 50, 60 years from now, people are going to go on the internet to try to get a name for someplace. They aren't even going to be able to get anything close to what they're wanting,
Yeah.
Because they don't retire names after someone just doesn't use it. I think if you have sites and you have names on them and that name has not been used or no one's gone on it for a while, I think they should retire that damn name and let somebody take it again.
Yeah, that's like I say, that's why I couldn't do that. Avis, Kieran, you're right there, mate. We'll be all in lockdown. Leeds will be in lockdown next week, so.
Yeah, but I've heard about that 2-week national lockdown. They reckon it's going to be around about the half term, all the kids off. I think. Somewhat, my missus has heard as well. So she's a school teacher, and that's what she's heard. But.
It is, mate. It is. Yeah. Irishman just put down. You got to let the actual person call Benny have. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I think Benny.
He was inactive, so he hadn't used it for years.
Yeah, trying to come up with a name, and then it's like Golf BN. I use that on a lot of different sites because my name's actually Bill Nicodemus, so it comes up BN. So I use it for emails and shit like that. Well, now I got to throw numbers in after it because you can't get that, And even, I would throw that in the year I was born, and it was like, nope, that's taken. And I'm like, what other Golf BN could have been born that year and still have a damn, he should be so old, he shouldn't even fucking be online. What's he doing?
Right, so the next one up for grab while we're going on is, wrong way around, same again, pouch. Oh shit, just dropped some floor.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Bad boys.
With a pouch. Courtesy of our sponsor, Vaporesso. So if you could do us a favour, if you do, are you out on social media when you get it, if you just bob it on social media and tag us all in, that would be fantastic. And tag Vaporesso so they know we're doing this, giving it away. So your next one is...
Mick.
There you go.
Which, in case anybody doesn't know, Mick is actually just Mick, or the late night vape show, or whatever you want to call him. That's
Mick.
Mick, yes. So if you happen to get a friend's request on Facebook from Mick, it's actually Mick, So you can, if you want, I don't know why anyone would. I turned it down, but you can accept his Facebook request if you want, and he will send you pictures of golf attire.
Yeah, he loves a bit of golf, doesn't
he?
Mick?
Be killing people having to type in the word golf.
Yeah, he loves golf, does Mick?
Yeah, Mick's a big fan. He's basically, he won't admit it in public, but if you go on Zoom with just you and Mick, he'll be like, I really love golf.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
I have to throw up this facade of not liking it because that makes the show. So I'm going to always say I don't, and we'll just go with that. And I'm like, okay, Mick, no problem. But whenever we're just me and him, he talks golf constantly.
Oh yeah, he's out every Sunday. He's told me that.
Yeah. It's like right now he's probably on the course with his phone there and just typing in on the phone and swinging with the other hand. He is a huge golf fan.
Yeah, Mick Faldo.
Mick Faldo, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's knighted.
Right, last call for this. If you're wanting the X-Rocks, last call. Put it in golf, and I will draw it in a second. So 4 shots in the lead, apparently.
Hey, look, everybody. I told you, you don't have to buy those things you all will want, and Ned'll get them for us here shortly if DeChambeau wins that thing. And he's saying he's in the lead, 4 shots ahead, 4 through 14.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Bill.
In golf, the U.S. Open right
I know it started, but I don't watch it.
And Net has DeChambeau to win, and he bet on him. And if he wins, Net's going to win millions of dollars, and he's going to buy us all boats and houses.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that.
Odds, everything that we want. That's what he told me. Yeah.
Right, last call. Last call as I'm going to roll it. So if you haven't put it in now, you're out of luck. Roll it. And it's Albert Valentini.
Congratulations, sir.
And Mick is referencing a damn Paul Simon song, no less. That tells you how old that bastard is.
So if you email me at... Can't find my chat.
Can we throw Graham out yet? Yeah, that's basically what it is. Hooked, he went to the U.S. Open. He's watching the
So that's that. So
play the course.
obviously, Jad and Alberto cannot be entered next week. I'll make a note of that. We have got 2 more to give away next week. So if you tune in, you have another chance next week. And also, Danny will be back, and we'll probably have some e-liquids and shit to give away as well. So coming up to the last 10 minutes, James, have you been up? I know you've been gardening today.
Yeah, like I say, I've been busy with work really. It's just getting used to it all because it's very heavy manual labour. That's why my reviews are extinct really.
Yeah, it's when you come back though, isn't it? Because how long have you been off?
3 months.
That's got to be colour when you come back and you're straight into it after 3 months.
Yeah, it wasn't like a couple of days here or there. It was just straight fall out. It's because the companies have to pay the 20% now, so they might as well earn it instead of giving it.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Like when you're just getting back in at swing of things. So, Steve, what are you going to do? Are you just going to concentrate on your site, or are you going to have a look around, or have you decided what you're doing?
I think it's going to be a case of see how the site goes and that, and obviously I think we're scraping by money wise until maybe Christmas, because obviously at the moment we're living off my wife's wages and that, and then if need be I might get a part-time job and that, all the sites going, and just see how it goes from there. But
have you not thought about working in a vape shop, going down Flawless, see if they want open up like that?
Yeah, I might go in there and see what's what. If like I said, if I need to get a part-time job, I might go in there, and so then I'll still be in the vape situation and that, and see a bit of a heads up as well to put stuff on the site and that. So yeah, I'm just going to see how it goes. It might take off in the next few months. Like I said, it's only been going a week. So
you have a customer come in to the shop you're working for, and you tell them, "Come here a second. I've got a site."
Yeah.
Let me give you the list.
Yeah, give me this card. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to do that. Well, it might be a...
Yeah, I think that's called a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Do you not fancy starting to see how your site goes and then start your own shop up then, Steve? Are you?
Yeah. That's the ultimate. If I can in the next, whether it's the next 6 months or in the next year, if things start picking up and obviously I'm getting the money coming in, then that's my aim, is to open my own bricks and mortar shop as well as.
How many bricks and mortars are
would you be
around
going
you?
down the road to like going to markets and that, like LJ does? As soon as you start getting other stock in, try to sell it there, just get extra pennies into your pocket.
Oh, so you mean like the Amazon thing that
boot sale? He does boot sales, doesn't he?
I boot sale. I'm not sure, because we did look into, because obviously when the weather's good, not too far from us, they do every 2 weeks a car boot sale. But my wife's looked into that, and you're not allowed to sell vape products there.
Oh, you're not?
They don't allow it. We did think about doing that, but
I wonder why that is. That's a bit.
yeah, I mean it's just the local council sort of decision that, but yeah, apparently they're not allowed to.
Right.
I did think about doing that, but
Well, what you do is you stand on corner and get back of your car, just get a table. You're not on the boot sale.
suitcase.
Yeah, suitcase. You want some mods?
Oh, you can do
you got a little raincoat.
Yeah.
Want a sub-ohm tank?
I've got the coils here. I've got the juices.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me. I'll get arrested for flashing now.
Yeah.
But you are supposed to wear clothes as well.
Yeah, it's like
Is that a Mech Mod in your pocket? You're supposed to
there?
see me.
Yeah, exactly.
What's that little mod down there in the middle?
Yeah. Just while we're on, Blazing, have you seen the guy who was on Britain's Got Talent? He's famous and he's in Reading. I want to love you every day. Have you not seen that? He's an hotel. He runs an hotel in Reading, apparently. He went on there. If you watch on Saturday night, you might recognise him.
I don't know, because I don't. I'm in rugby.
Oh, you are you in rugby? I think you were in Reading. Why am I thinking you're in Reading? I have no idea you're in rugby. Why do you think Reading?
Well, my missus had the Britain's Got Talent on today, and there was some guy come on with dressed in a dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that was pants,
thing,
mate.
and it was just like,
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, all right. Brain fart. Keep going. Yeah.
I don't know why you thought you were in Reading. Why do you think of Reading for? It's begins with an R. Yes, Steve the Spiv. That's what it is. Yeah, but like off what is it? Dad's Army.
Oh, yeah. That's all.
So coming up to that time, it's 25 past. Obviously, there's no show to go over onto Bill's because Bill is not on tonight.
Well, the late night vape show's not on tonight, so.
Yeah.
But it will be back next week.
It will be back next week, so do
Yes.
go on and have a look at Steve's site. He's just put the link in there for you to have a look.
Mm-hmm. I will be on tomorrow night. Yeah.
So
Not tonight.
we'll go around and we'll say our goodbyes. We will start with JP.
Thanks, Benny. Nice to have you on the show, Bill. Been a brilliant show. It's been a real good show tonight. I want to thank people in chat. Been doing a great job, especially Ian at the beginning of the show with the spamming like you had to. And yeah, I'll just say safe out there. Like I say, we're having a bit of a spike, so remember to do what you need to do out there. And I'll pass it over to Steve, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, JP. Thanks again, Bill, for coming on. It's always a pleasure to have you on. It's never a dull moment when you're on the show. Thanks to my other casters, Benny and James. Thank you, guys. And everyone in chat and our wonderful spanners. And we'll see you same place, same time next week. I'll pass that on to young William.
Well, thank you. And thanks, guys, for having me on now. I've enjoyed it. And it's nice seeing a bunch of different names in chat instead of the ones I see all the time on the shows that we do. Actually, it's the same names that are in the chat, but appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by and listening to me ramble for 90 minutes or whatever it was. And, these guys putting up with me. And, like I said, I will be on tomorrow night on my channel with Net Reality. So if you're wanting to know like what color underwear he wears or something along those lines, you can tune in. I doubt whether you find out, but who knows. And then on Wednesday, I'll be on there with Benny will mention, but mixing with Benny and friends. And, we'll have a good old time, I'm sure. And I think he's going to do his Foghorn Leghorn impersonation this Wednesday. So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah. He just now found that out, but what the hell?
Yeah.
And thanks, guys. Thanks, Benny, for having me on. And I'll throw it over to Benny.
No problems. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, chat. It's been fantastic to have people joining in. Obviously, thank you very much to Ian for sorting out the little bit of trolls that we had at the beginning. which was it's always welcome to come in. It gives us a view, doesn't it? No bothered.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Also, don't forget to check out Little Bro Vapes. He's a link and show him some love for his Sober October. It is for Macmillan Cancer, so the link has been spamming in there. So if you go over, show him a little bit of love. It doesn't matter if it's £1 or it's £20, whatever you can afford, just bob it in there. Also, watch out for the Speedo show when they do that with Vaping Mank. Thank you very much for my fellow casters, JP, Steve, with pieces. Don't forget to check out Steve's site. It does look really good if you go on there. It's plain and simple to look for. Only thing is, nick shots. He's got about 50 million nick shots. I didn't have a clue which were which. I had to message him and say which are better nick shots. And they did come through really quick. I think it was 2 days. Didn't I? What, Steve? 2 days? Said to you when I ordered it. Come through in 2 days. So yeah.
That nick shot stuff to do, that is on the list to sort out.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Bill, for coming on. It's always a pleasure. Like I say, you can find him on the Late Night Vape Show, but he has been sacked according to Mick. So we'll just check him for mixing with Benny and friends, and he can do his face for radio. So you can find him tomorrow night. I think that's 10 o'clock, is it not, Bill?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, so go check him out there. You can also find me tomorrow night on Steve's show, which is
The Laid Back Vape Show.
And that is on at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So if you want to see some more of me, I don't know why you want to but if you want to see some more of me, I'm there at 7 o'clock. You can also find us here on Wednesday with Mixing with Benny and Friends. We have got a special guest on this week, which is Bill.
On what, Wednesday?
Yeah.
Who do we have?
No shoes?
No.
He's got to wear shoes?
Oh, no shoes, yeah. Fool. The fool. The moon guy.
Yeah.
You're going to be
able
able
to
to
full
see the
moon
moon
on if you want to come on. Hopefully I'll have some shoes on.
Yeah.
So, like I say, you can see us here next Sunday night, same time, same channel. We will have Big D back on. Much love to him. And we'll see you all next week. And I'll find where to end this. Doing the outro. There we go.
Paul Anderson said, "We don't need to see any more Benny Keep It Covered, Fireman Sam."